Oh, no, we have new stuff.
What was that?
We have applause now. We have a gong. We have bangos.
I don't know if we need to go through all that. That was a
No.
lot.
But hey, everybody, welcome. We have new stuff for you tonight. If you haven't noticed, we can now go click on the QR code and it'll take you straight to the club page on Facebook. That's new.
What's up, Jim?
And then if we want to move things around because we don't like where the banners are at, we can.
All right, we'll do all that stuff
later.
Yeah.
Evan, what's going on? How are you? Jim, how are you? If you're catching us, we are over on YouTube tonight. Pop in, say hi. We're going to talk about a lot of crazy stuff we have not been on in a while. Well, that's good, Evan. We appreciate you coming in tonight. You know, it's been a hot minute. He should be working. Yeah, it's been a hot minute, hasn't it, sir?
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks now. To the point where I was like, oh, when I went to put my headsets on, I was like, when was the last time I used these? And is there going to be a charge on them? And I was right. So these things hold great battery power. That's all I can say.
You know, it's really good to be back. I know we kind of took some time off, mainly because there really wasn't much going on in terms of like new stuff coming out or just in general. But we need some practice because we are taking the show on the road, aren't we?
Possibly. That's what I hear.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing too. For those who don't know, we will be taking the live show down to Tulsa, Oklahoma for their show in November. We'll talk more about that later. But we wanted to kind of let you guys know what's going on. It's been a while. I've made a trip to LA. We've got a car. Yeah, we got a car to show tonight too, don't we?
We may have something to show off tonight.
Maybe.
Everybody plays nicely.
And honestly, we just want to talk with everybody because we haven't talked with everybody in a long time. I know we made a couple of trips down to Kansas for stuff over the post Stangler convention too. So yeah, hang out with the boys from Mocan and Capital City. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty good as well. What else do we have on the schedule for tonight?
I don't know because you didn't give me everything, and you like to ask these questions that I don't know the answers to. So,
what else is new, right?
Pretty much, yeah. You know, blindsides. You're good at them, but no, we've got a lot of shows coming up. We got one. I can't even remember when the next one is. I know there's a big November one coming up in Elmwood in November 2nd, which I'm pretty excited about. That one's going to be a good time. There's going to be a special release for that show as well, and not this one either. Not this one.
Not that one.
Probably something similar to this idea. So, oh Lord, the convention goer. What's the scoop on the chase cars, the ROC, or is it just random? How do you know?
Okay, yeah, there's good questions about that.
Oh yeah, that's a great way to start it off, Jim.
Well, what's the scoop on the chase cars in RLC? Well, my understanding is they're going to be random, and when you order, you may get a regular one or you may get a chase. The chases are going to be numbered, so we'll get that back. That's a positive, I think. I think that's going to help the secondary market. Personally, if you're not invested into overdrive, I would recommend it. I'm not saying you have to. I would just recommend it. I think it would make life a lot easier for you rather than trying to fight through the sale. Just know you can go, yep, got it, or nope, skip it.
And I haven't figured out how to skip it yet. I just keep getting all these cool cars, so
I know
I'm perfectly happy with them. So
Yeah, so I think the other thing that was the big thing that I saw or heard was that if you like chases, you're going to get more. I think just about every set of something is going to have a chase with it.
Yes, I mean everything. Say you're not wrong. Everything has pretty much got a chase now. So the main lines have the treasure hunts, the super treasure hunts. The monster trucks have treasure hunts. The I don't know if you want to call them the gold series. They have the black chases. Oh, but wait, now they're going to the gold chase for the 10th anniversary. There is chases in Matchbox. There's super chases in Matchbox. And I believe there's also the racer verse chases. There's the ultra hots. There's chases. We're getting all the chases that everybody wants. Well, I don't want. I'm personally think that I would be very happy without chases because I'm thinking they're getting a little overly done. Just go back to making cars. We don't need this fighting over a $3 car for, $200-$300. They're not worth that. That's the funny thing is you look at some of the older RLCs that were, less than 4,000 made, and people are picking them up for $20. But yet some of the cars that are overly mass produced in the millions, because we don't know how many they're making anymore, especially of the black chases and the supers and the regular treasure hunts and things like that nature. But now they're bringing back the numbered cars for the RLC. But I don't think it's going to be both releases are going to be numbered. I think just the chases are going to be numbered.
Yeah, that's what my thought was, or understanding. It was just the chases. You're talking about older stuff and, having lesser runs. This is a 1 of 4,000. And I know we picked this up in last year in at the Nationals for $20. I got this one in the Play It Again or Buy It Again store at convention for $40. So yeah, you're not wrong on that. Now, supply, demand, hype, no hype. That's
we'll be honest, a lot of hype.
I'll be honest, that's a lot to do with it. So
100%.
Obviously the plan for tonight, just to recap, we will be going over Elmwood, talk about some LA convention, the crazy month that is November. If you haven't been paying attention, I don't even know how you can not go to a show in the month of November. I just don't know. We'll get into those here in a second. But, first, let's talk about this right here. And I'm going to make that better and bigger for everybody. And then I'll share it out. Share. Here we go. Share screen. There we go. It's been a minute, folks.
6 weeks later.
Yes. As we're doing SpongeBob. Okay, so let's talk about this guy here.
All right.
So what do you know about it?
Hold on.
Or do you want to just film?
Yeah, give me a minute.
Okay. So the Who, What, When, Where, and Why. This is our Halloween show. It's November 2nd. Yes, it's a couple days after, but we tried to get it as close to Halloween as possible. It's in one of our favorite locations down in Elmwood at the Quonset Bar and Grill, thanks to Troy and Becky. They'll have a limited menu, as they always do. We're actually encouraging people to dress up and have some fun with this and have I don't know if we'll have a contest. We haven't discussed it. I don't think we will. We'll just dress up and have fun. Be whoever you want to be. Be yourself. Be Brent.
Sorry about that.
Be me. I don't care. But have some fun with it.
You know? Be one of me.
You only need one of me too. Mm-hmm. I mean, you could dress up as however you want, or you don't have to. But we want people to have fun with it. We'll have the monster truck track again. That seems to be an award winner.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have some giveaways for vendors and some giveaways for attendees, like we always do. Like you said, we might as well. You want to show it now? Do you
Show
have
what?
it ready?
Show what?
Show something. I don't know.
Well, that one's not going to be until the next show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I know. Sorry, folks. We keep trying to tease you.
I don't know if this we stuff it. No, I'm just kidding. But no, the Halloween car is in its final wrapping up stages, and it will be ready for the November show there on the 2nd down in Elmwood. And the overdue club car is done, and we are going to release it for the December show in Elmwood as well. And that is what we're hinting at there, Jim. It would be this one.
Hold on, let me stop sharing that way so you can get the bigger.
I was just gonna peek it a little higher here. I mean, because if we go too high, you start to see things. And I don't know. We might have to wait till the end, maybe, to show this whole thing. I mean, I don't know. What are we thinking?
It's up to you. This has been your baby throughout the entire process. So
is that why it's so far behind? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I didn't say that. But no, I'll let you talk about it. Now, as far as the show goes, yeah, you've seen it, Nick.
Yes, Nick. Yeah, Nick has definitely seen it. And the thing is, the neat thing about it is we went a little different route this year for the club car, and we changed a few things, but yet there's. Let's see here. How can I do this without giving a bunch of stuff away here?
I'd say just
rip the Band-Aid is what you're saying?
Yeah, rip it.
We'll
show it multiple times.
This is true. And there will be pictures of it later on. So for the 2025 6th anniversary of Mid-States, we have made 30. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate it. This one has been kind of I don't know. It was an idea that I had, and I kind of started running with it. And so the club car for 2025 is the Mid-States Monster. It was done for us by Mr. Chris Stangler. And it is pretty sweet. It has it's really hard to kind of tell if I can get it to show up. It has an ET on the window of 606 because this is our 6th year and we started in June. So there is your club car for this year. And there is deco on the roof and the trunk and the red windows. And there is an Easter egg on here or two. You may have to do some Google searching. But yep, there it is. I wish I had a loose one so I could show it without the plastic. But
so what can you tell me about the design? How did you come up with it?
Well, I grew up hanging out when I was a kid up here.
In tower.
In this tower. This is Cornhusker Raceway that was located outside of Scribner, Nebraska, if my math is correct. And I used to hang out in that tower and watch the races because my father used to race out at this racetrack. And the picture is a actual live race. There was another car where the gasser is currently. But yeah, it's the design I kind of wanted. Even though it's a 55 gasser, I kind of wanted that 70s, 80s vibe. And it gives off that with the artwork and the scallops and the red lines. But here, let me zoom in here a little bit. But and we of course we had to have our buddy Blue He's rocking there on the fender, and he is on the other side as well. And it's just, I've been kind of getting into some artistic things a little bit late, and a little bit as of late. Oh, and I forgot, there's another little. We got the MFCC 19 on the back with the tail lights. And you got your headlights and your turn signals. Oh, there's a pretty good shot. You can kind of see the ET a little bit better there on the windshield. Yeah, it doesn't come through. There it is. ET 606. But yeah. So yeah, there is the club car for this year. And I will make sure to take some really cool pictures. But as you know, we don't just do one of these. One thing that we really like to do at the Mid-States Club here is we like to honor people, and we like to make sure that, you know, if people do things out of their own goodwill and don't expect anything in return, we like to make sure that we acknowledge their awesome work in wherever they be in the community, in the Hot Wheels world. So there is, and I forgot to mention, there's the back of the card. There is 30 of these. That's it. There's only 30 of these that we had made. The QR codes will take you to the Facebook or the YouTube page. But that is the front. There's the back. And then, as I was continuing to say, we like to do chase ones. Speaking of the chase cars, this happens to be number 7 of 10. And there is your gold for this year.
A little bit different gold.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different, but it is just as pretty, and it comes off really, really nice. And it has the same deco. It's just a different color. So, and there is the gold one.
Awesome.
So when you stack them, you get, you know, if you're lucky, you know, some people may end up with both of them.
Now, just so that everybody knows, the gold ones are not available for purchase.
No, the gold ones will never be for sale. Not unless somebody decides to sell theirs. But they will never be sold by the club. Only this one will be sold by the club. So the gold ones are always given away for free.
Yeah, that's a reward or an acknowledgement from the club to those individuals, and they change every year. You know, and with the gold card,
and they all come in nice sterling protectors, little bubble wrap to keep them safe. We might lose the bubble wrap, or we might just leave it in there because I don't really want to take out 30 bubble wraps. But there is the club car. So this one's the gold one. But yep, that is the car for the year. And as we hinted at earlier, up here,
yeah,
it's coming. I'm excited about that one too.
What do y'all think about the gasser? Put your comments in there and let us know. And while those are waiting to filter in, we'll continue on. Now, Elmwood, it sold out with a month to go, which is great. I thank you for everybody that supported and signed up. We will be putting the tables out on Saturday. Now, as always, we're willing to take a couple of volunteers to help us put things out and get up there. If you're a vendor that helps set up the tables, we'll let you put your stuff out. Don't worry. It's in a nice, secure, safe location. Nobody will mess with it. Becky and Troy have cameras in there. So if anybody, you know, God forbid, were to come in, you know, there is electronic eye on it. So you don't have to worry about that. Showtime is at 10 sharp. Not earlier. I know we had to do that in Omaha, and we're going to try to stick with that as well in Elmwood. We don't mind that you come early. We're just not going to be able to let you in, so that way everybody can get set up, and that way we get an accurate account of who's come in. If you are bringing stuff to trade, we welcome that as well. We just ask that you bring $5 or 5 main lines. 5 main lines
carded main lines.
Thank you.
Because those cars we use those cars to not only give back to the children, but we also are going to, once we get X amount, we can donate them to the hospitals. And they have to be new in the package in order to go to the hospitals. So that's why we need them carded. We like loose cars, but it's a little harder because we can't give them out to the children that are in the hospitals that are missing, that's just like a little toy to play with when they're in their hospital stay. So,
yeah. So again, as always, go support Troy and Becky. They do make wonderful food for us and let us use their facility. So please go out and buy food and drinks or give them a little bit of love, because they've gone out of their way to support us. They've done upgrades.
And the food is amazing.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you can't go wrong. Okay, so we've talked about the who, what, when, where, and why. Should we talk about who's coming to set up a little bit? I mean,
we can. You have that list.
I do. We've got a mix of some guys that haven't been here in a while. Mainly Rich Adams, a couple guys from South Dakota. They're going to come down. Carl Smith, I think this is his first time. He's from Kansas City. This is his first time at one of our shows, I think.
I think it's maybe his first time, setting up. But he's been up to the show to shop and hang out. So
let's see. Then we've got Robert Palmtag, who's been a staple. Rick Grassmerick has been a staple. Mike Canova has been a staple. Johnny Valiant, the regular folks who have been here from ever and ever. And what we want from everybody here that's either watching or that's part of the club, to share the invite, share the information about the show to all of your socials and let people know about it. So we know who's coming. And because the more we have, the better it is for everybody. It's better for the vendors. It's better for us. It's better for you. I think there's going to be some good stuff there. I mean, Jim Reiser always brings lots of great stuff for, he has one table. Bill Melville will be there. Those are the ones that I know off the top of my head because I don't have the list in front of me, but I do have it. We've reached out to everybody. They're all confirmed for coming. So it's time to rock and roll.
Most definitely. So the vendor list is we have Mr. Kent and myself, just because I'm just going to read through the list. We have Mr. Dell, we got Johnny, I can't even pronounce that last name, so I'm not going to slaughter it. Fred, hopefully Kelly, Mr. PJ, Rich Adams, Rick. I am horrible with last names. I'm not even going to try. Grassmerick. We got Iggy Crocker. We got Nathan Ferrer. I am horrible with names.
Aaron Krog.
There you go. Chris Brown, Don Cadle, Robert. Let's see here. Alberto Marquez, Canova, Jace Wildburn. Man, I am horrible with names.
Jace.
Yeah, there's a whole list. Andrew Floor, Carl Smith, Mark Weber. And we have people on the wait list too. And we have the Zahn brothers, Q and Joe, or Joe and Q, however you'd like to put them in order. They will be rocking the main stage there in the front of the show. So that's always a good time. It's going to be fun. So.
Yeah. I mean, everything with that is going to be good. I don't know what else to say other than just come out and support, whether it's for an hour or for the whole show. I mean, the longer you're there, the better. I mean, I'm not going to say no to that.
No. I mean, we're there from start to finish pretty much everywhere we go. And we have an amazing time before the shows. If you're coming in from out of an area and you're looking for something to do that night, hey, hit up some locals and maybe see if they want to go out and grab some dinner. You can sit and swap stories of your greatest finds or your latest finds or what you're looking for. Get that networking aspect going. Because if you're looking for something and you can't find it, if you talk to somebody else, now there's two different people looking for it in two different areas. And if you maybe talk to a third person, maybe they don't live in your area, now you can have another set of eyes looking for something that you're looking for. Like say your friend goes to LA and you see some really awesome cars that somebody's got in a room, and those, you get really, really, really cool stuff, that no one has ever seen before. I mean, then you get tagged and post after the convention and end up spending more money with even crazier stuff. You just never know. Get there, meet somebody, talk to people. That's a big old black light. Hold the black light off camera if that'll help. Like lift it above it. Hold the camera. There you go. Because now you can see the car and not the black light.
Yeah. It's trying to do this, and this car, there's not enough light here to.
No, actually, there's too much normal light. If you were to turn off your main light and then do it, it would be insanity.
Yeah. I tried messing with it the other night, and oh, nice, Jim. That was by far, I think, one of the best deals I got. I picked one up for $25, and come to find out, it's worth 4 times that. So that was a great win. So let's talk some convention here.
All right.
I think maybe you can ask questions if you have any, and I'll try to answer as best I can.
All right. So the first, the two souvenir cars, you had the Mustang and you had wow, my brain just completely, I'm having mental issues today. The Civic, that's it, the Civic and the Mustang. Obviously, you're more of a JDM guy than a Mustang guy, but branding aside, what did you think of the card art? We'll start there. We'll start with the card art.
Okay, so when I see this card art, my first impression is Gone in 60 Seconds meets Fast and Furious. Okay.
Nice. Very nice.
So I remember the one scene, I think it's the movie where they first introduced God's Eye, and they get Ramsey from the prison in Europe. It's that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And where they're parked over the top of, and they're overlooking downtown LA. So that's where the top half where the logo is at. That's where I get that. The bottom half, when they're in the canal or the river runoff, just reminds me of, actually, it reminds me of Grease and Fast and Furious as well. With that, what did Nick do?
Sorry, I'm reading Nick's comments. Lack of a better term, I thought it was kind of like the nod to the LA wildfires.
Well, there is that too, but if you look at this card art up close, what it is, you can't really see it, but maybe you can. What it is an overlay of the city street map.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
So
I did not notice that.
Yeah. Now, as far as the car goes itself, I do like the opening hood. I like that detail. There is some nice detail here on the engine, so I like that as well. I like the wheel choice. I like the all black wheel.
Mm-hmm.
I like the overall design of it, as far as it's clean. It's not overly tampoed. It's almost like you would see out on a street car. I like how they did the dates here, if you can see that very well.
Mm-hmm. On the rear spoiler.
Yeah, they're on the spoiler. So I like that.
Now, is it a gloss or is it a metallic?
It's gloss. There's no metallic. There's no flake in this that I can tell. It's just the enamel gloss. Still a very, very nice color overall. I think this is an undervalued car, personally.
Jim's telling you to rip it. So,
well, before I do that, I haven't compared my numbers yet, so I don't want to. The higher number always gets ripped, and the lower one gets taken. Okay, so
on to number 1 or number 2, depending on however you look at it. I don't know which one that was numbered.
That was number 2 of 3. This was number 1.
All right.
Okay. This is number 2. Again, you can just ask me either the same questions or different questions, and I'll give you my feedback on that. I like that this is a JDM nod. They do American Muscle JDM as well. I like the carbon fiber roof attempt on here. Mm-hmm. I say attempt because it's probably not our actual carbon fiber roof.
No.
Again, they have the dates put in a spot that's not obvious, so it doesn't take away from the car.
Is it on the roof there?
It's on the rear spoiler.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The license plate says LA Civic. The Mustang, it said LA Snake, I believe. So again, I think this one, the wheels are what stands out the most, the gold wheels on it. And you'd have to see them in person just to get the full effect. They're not the dull or matte gold. This is more of a shiny or metallic type gold. It reminds me a lot of the gold cars that we've had in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's different as well. Again, it's a right-hand drive car, which is different as well.
I did not know that.
Standard red interior.
Show the car a little bit. There we go. Yeah, see, it's a good looking car. The gold stands out good with the white. I don't know if we needed the red, but then again, I don't know, because as you said, it was a JDM nod, so I don't know if that was maybe a race deco or something that Civic used or Honda used at some point. I don't know the exacts on that. So
no opening. I think that's kind of the disappointment with this car. I think there's no opening here for opening parts or anything. So maybe if you were looking for that aspect of it, maybe that could be a disappointment if there is. Overall, I think these first two souvenir cars were much more desirable, much more hyped. Doesn't matter.
That's a fair question.
I don't care if it's fair or not. It's still not going to change the direction that they're.
No, it's not. It just now the steering wheel is on the outside instead of the inside. I'm not going to. Yeah, the interior doesn't really matter to me. It's more or less just the exterior, and I think that the other guy is pretty much the same way. So.
Okay, so
the right way, the wrong way.
The wrong way. Yeah, it's over there.
Anyway,
it's over there.
Yeah, the whole. I'm pointing to you. I have to point it away from you. So
yeah, I know it's weird. Like I said, it's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
All right, so the next car obviously is this guy right here. I mean, this is the only time it's never been done as a pinky. So
no, it has not.
Again, I think this is about as far. I think it's been covered as a super, a premium, an RLC, obviously.
Multiple times.
It's been a mail-in. I mean, it's been everywhere. It's been a dinner car. It's
Legends
been a
Tour.
car. Legends Tour.
And it's still for sale if anybody wants one. $30. And if you're not an RLC membership, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, it's an additional $10. But then you have a year to buy all the RLC cars that you want. And so it's still for sale. I already have mine. It's upstairs. I forgot to grab it. I should run upstairs and grab it, but I don't want to run upstairs anymore today. But yeah, that gasser's still available, in case anyone's wondering.
So I think this will be a candidate for our door. This
I
is
do
a
since we lost the blue one.
fucking stolen.
What?
Bleep.
Wow.
Stolen.
Cheers.
Yeah. We had our blue gas or our blue. It was blue.
Yeah,
Skyline.
the Skyline got taken, but
Yeah.
the gasser got misplaced.
Yeah, I don't know where that went, but
It's probably somewhere in your house. I don't know. There's a red line somewhere in mine, and I still can't find it. So, oh, there we go. What you doing there? As long as you can do it the correct way and not destroy it, which is really hard for you. I think you really want to destroy some of those. Heard some complaints about the wheels. Honestly, I don't understand. I understand that everybody wants to have the rubber tires on the premium stuff, but these Neo Classics,
don't sleep on them.
Don't sleep. You want to race something? Run one of these things. These things are fast because, I mean, they roll amazing. They look good. And at one point, they've only done it once, but there actually is a Neo Classic Real Rider. But I don't think they have them in the larger size. They just have them in the all smalls. So they got to put them on the front, but it wouldn't have looked right. You know, and the one thing I really like about it is it is an amazing pink car. And one of these days I'm going to get around to it. I'm going to start opening some of those because even though it looks like I open everything, I have got more unopened cars than I have loose cars. So let's see. Did you get it out there with the opening and it's all safe?
Yeah.
There we go.
So
there you go.
We have a candidate for our door placard. If you go to convention, you'll know what we mean when you go by our room. It's nice.
So then, do we go to dinner next, or do we go to finale? We got to go dinner because technically
we gotta go dinner.
They've got to go to the dinner, you know. And
we got to do dinner.
This one is kind of a nod to the original 55 Triassic when it was dropped, which is the Triassic's also been an RLC. Or no.
Yeah, Triassic was an RLC.
Yeah,
and a mainline.
Yeah. Heck, how many times has the gasser been an RLC? Because there's the pink one, there's the red, the black, the blue, there's the Flying Tigers, there's the Triassic.
Candy
Striper.
MEA.
Well, MEA is not RLC though.
It's RLC quality.
I understand that, but I'm saying I asked how many times has the gasser just been an RLC car, and I'm up to 7. You know, and they were going to do the bigger. But it never got funded, but that was an option. So I mean, technically 7.5. But yeah, I mean, 7 times the gasser, and it has and the selections.
Oh, that's true.
So we're at 8 now. So the gasser has been an RLC car 8 times. That's a lot. I didn't realize it was 8 times.
It's been a premium as well. I'm looking at all of them right now. There's just
and they're all in their own right. They're all pretty sweet. Now, the neat thing about the dinner car is it was kind of inspired by the Triassic gasser.
I'll tell you why it was done this way.
We'll show the car to us in case someone hasn't seen that really cool Skyline with the 55 Bel Air Gasso dampers on it.
Okay, so first things first. There were 2 pictures of this car leaked. There was a very rough version, and when I say rough, it looked like it was a model shop copy. I'll be honest, it looked like a model shop copy. Then the second one was this cleaned up version. Again, it was loose, and it did have the dates on it. Now, there was a lot of controversy over whether or not this was real, because at first, and what I thought was this was a joke. This was a we're gonna make fun of, poke at Brendan because he always wants muscle cars, which he does good muscle cars.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of became it was true. Now, here's the great thing about this car and why it was done this way. Brendan, during his speech, said he had this car made this way as a way to say thank you to the collectors and a way for the collectors to try and get a little bit of extra money out of this. Now, not in a mean or a scalper way, but he wanted it to stand out. He wanted it to let people make a few dollars, because he knew how much money and time we as collectors have invested into these shows. And it does cost money. It costs a lot of money to go sometimes if you don't plan.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was very cool of him to think of us as collectors and trying to give back to us in a way. So that was really cool. I'm going to read what's on the back of it, and then I'll turn it around and show everybody. It says, for this year's dinner car, we commemorate Hot Wheels master designer Brendan Vitesky for his tremendous talents at Hot Wheels. Brendan is well known for his self-built car projects in addition to his diecast design prowess. One of his most popular castings is the highly touted JDM Skyline GTR B&R 34. Despite being our in-house muscle car guy, in kind of a quote, Brendan silenced the naysayer collectors on his ability to venture outside muscle car design with this masterpiece. His contribution and dedication to the brand and collecting are unparalleled, allowing for RLC to be the apex of Hot Wheels diecast collecting. These are literally on the back of every card here. I'll take a better picture of it later so everybody can see it. Now, the only negative I have about this car, and it has nothing to do with the car itself, it is what happened after dinner. And I was very disappointed. I mean, you've been to convention. You know what happens after dinner or anytime outside the sales room or after or during the finale. There are people who stand outside and offer you money. No problem with that. I get it. And again, this is what Brendan said the car was for. But it was so bad that they had to send, and when I say they, convention, had to send somebody out to back people up away from the door because you could not get through the crowd.
Wow.
It was so bad that someone helped Bob Rosas, who was in a little walker, get through so that he would not trip. That's insane.
Yeah. And that's, man, I didn't know that. That's messed up. I understand, everybody wants the same stuff, I mean, how many were made of that one? 62 probably, or 65?
Nope, 4,200.
42. Okay, so there's only 4,200 of those. And I know a lot of people are going to keep them, and a lot of people aren't selling them and stuff like that. But knowing that there's such a huge demand for a vehicle like that, I'm sorry, but the guy that's standing right outside the door to yell at me as soon as I walk through the door, he's never getting my money. The guy standing in the back quietly waiting, maybe he's fanning himself with hundreds or something, not saying a word. He's the guy that if I were to ever sell anything, which I never have, I still have pretty much most of my convention cars that I've ever come home with. I always come home with them. I've never sold anything on site. But, I would go to that guy that's not being obnoxious and trying to hurt people and to trip people, and that's in the way. I would rather
Well,
give my cars to somebody like that if I were to ever sell them.
I wouldn't say they were trying to trip or hurt anybody. I would just say imagine being in the ocean and a drop of blood or some got jumped in, and then the sharks come in, and it was like a feeding frenzy.
Yeah.
That is the best way that I could describe it. And I was like, wow. I was kind of taken aback by that a little bit. Now, there were several people who stood back and just waited. And you're right. Those people got rewarded, and they did. Now, out the door, it was $250 to $300 out the door for this car, right then and there. Now, by Sunday, it had dropped to $150. Now, we all know that that's not where it's going to stay at.
No. They don't have a tendency to stay in place very long.
I walked beside Deb just to make sure she got through, but there was no need to. She's more than capable of doing it. I just didn't want her to be bombarded, And the other good thing was that by the time she went through, because she was the last one to go through, most everybody had disappeared. So, that was pretty good too. But for a designer and an original, one of the few original designers to not be able to get through because there wasn't a wide enough space was kind of, I didn't.
Yeah.
Wrong vibe. Wrong vibe.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So people are spending entirely too much money on this car. The average seems to be somewhere between $275 to $290, but some people spent $500 on this car.
Oh, it was worse than that.
I'm talking. I'm on eBay. I'm on a different window, and $275 to $290 with the patch, the pin, $450. I mean, it's a wow.
Yeah, I mean, there was one in the room. I had a chance to buy. It was at close to where you were at. I had a chance to get it for better, but that person had a chance to get the almost full asking price, and I was cool with it. Totally cool with it. I wanted to, paid probably for 2 or 3 days of their hotel room.
Easily.
And that's what Brendan stated. That's what the cars were for. So, I don't blame anybody. I just would have liked to seen better etiquette when people are coming through the door. That's my personal gripe. I'm done with it. Okay, so Jim's question was the photo real of the guy caught stealing, and was he supposed to be in the hotel, or did I see or hear of it? I don't remember seeing it. I do remember hearing about it, and I do know that there was somebody that was caught stealing. So yes, that picture is probably true. I didn't witness the event personally myself, but I did hear that somebody was arrested and taken out. The other thing that I saw heard was the confiscation of items that were not yet released. You want to call them keister cars, lunch pail cars, whatever you want to call it, whatever the term you have for it.
Stolen product.
Okay, well, there's that blunt term.
Well, it is what it is, They're legitimately stolen property.
The story that was going around was that there were staff from Mattel, and mind you, staff from Mattel. And again, I don't have firsthand knowledge of witnessing or seeing it. It was just something that had been going on. Welcome back.
Wrong button. Continue.
like I said, there was rumors or stories that Mattel folks were going, Mattel employees, whether or not it wasn't, I don't think it was designers. I think it was other quality control or security type people. I don't know, some other executive.
Anyways,
they were, if you were caught with that stuff, they were confiscating it and taking it with them. So, you know, again, if it's not out for sale, don't have it.
or if you do have it, don't broadcast it. You have it.
Yeah, exactly. So I did not, I didn't witness it personally, but again, that was something that was mentioned a couple of times throughout the week. You want to get into the next car? I think we should get into the next car.
Yeah, because we only got about 10 minutes left.
Well, we may go longer, you know, because I want to talk about some of the cars I got. Not so much that I got them, but more the sale that was involved, because that was great too.
Yeah.
So the last car that of the thing here was, again, the Combi. Only 4,000 of these were produced. And again, a picture that was released out on the internet way before anybody was ever supposed to know about it. Again, this was something else that I thought was not real, because I did not think they would have the Batman logo on there. It just didn't look like a design that we were expecting to see.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with that being said, this is a pretty awesome car. I think this is gonna go do well on the secondary market. And in fact, I think all of the cars from this set are going to do well. Even the Mustang, I think, will top over $100 in a year from now, by far, unless the wheels fall off, so to speak.
Yeah, the Mustang is around the three, or not the Mustang. The Combi is around 3 to 320.
Yeah. So, again, you know, the deco's kind of is very cool. The dates and everything are in a spot that you can't really see, which I really appreciate that CEU has been doing that more lately. I think they've been doing that since the 2018 timeframe that I can remember for sure. Overall, yeah, I love this car. It's pretty nice. I look forward to having it loose. The charity auction was insane. They had all sorts of Ferraris, all sorts of just amazing stuff there.
Were you in there when the Typhoon sold, or?
No, I did not make it in there for that. We were helping Deb get ready to, you know, sell some things in her room and whatnot. So
I was just curious what it might have went for. I know how I'll just message that other person, because I guarantee he probably knows what it went for.
So again, this year they did some swag and they did the keychains. Now, just like in St. Louis, they did some Mustangs and some Civics. I got lucky and got a Civic. I did not get a Mustang. I did not look for a Mustang either. I may find one eventually. Here was the patch for this year. Again, this was
I got to get me one of those.
Yeah. Now this was something new here.
Oh, is that a coaster?
Yeah. Yeah. So I have coasters for a person in Michigan as well. You know, my thoughts overall, it's completely different than Nationals. It's more laid back, it's more relaxed, but it's more business oriented too.
Mm-hmm.
The other,
hey Greg,
it was a lot of the same.
Mr. Greg Sully popped in. Hey Greg,
Squirrel!
Since you missed it earlier, There you go. Slackers. We've been live for 55 minutes and he shows up 55 minutes late. Who's the slacker?
Say, dun, 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 dun. Okay,
Squirrel.
so of course, here was the card art for my Kazzy.
Yep.
So
See,
that's
mine's a little different because
and the sticker.
as I drop everything, because mine was done by Kazi's wife. So hers is a little bit different. It has more of her styling on it. So
It's the same card.
is it?
Yeah, it's the same card.
Oh, I thought mine because. Let me see yours again. I think it's a dual card. Yeah, it's a dual card. I used them for both. But either way, they're super okay. But
awesome.
I have a smaller one,
Yes, you do.
and it has an autograph on the back, which is cool.
I think hers is autographed too, but I'm not.
Yeah, yeah. Her name is on the front, in the pink.
Yeah. So Kazzy was awesome. He was just photobombing,
and it was his first time back since 2018 when we actually got to meet him. You know, in 2018, that was his last time that he was there.
Yeah, that's a true statement.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, he did not even plan that. Him and the wife took home 4 trophies, and they're in the pro division. So they took home 4 trophies out of the pro division, which is pretty impressive. And even though I showed hers earlier, and it does have an amazing paint job on it and tempo work. But what is really kind of hard to come through here is all of these flowers up here at the top. Those are I'm trying if I can get it in the light. Those are all hand painted. You can actually feel all of the flowers on the entire car. On the bumper, you can feel the paint before they cleared it. So everything on this car was hand painted, and she's an amazing artist. And if you've never gotten to see some of her work, it's insane. And then for his, and I've been looking at this van now, and I still haven't figured out how exactly he did this, because it's engraved on the top and it's kind of raised on the sides. But all of this work, and you know, a lot of people are going to say engraving, but if he engraved these, then he polished them so there was not a single groove, and then he even put a little rhinestone in the roof line there. But I'm proud to say that I now have one of hers and one of his, because they're just super, super cool.
And you know, here's the best part, folks. What do you think this cost me? I'll let your put your thoughts up there on that, and then we'll tell you what it really costs. You need to be blown away. Okay, so while everybody's sitting there waiting to put their dollar figures in for what a Kazzy custom cost me at LA, I want to talk about the oldies but goodies room. You want to talk about just an awesome room? You could get older shirts, you could get older hats, you could get older pins, you could get older cars. Just about any piece that they had from that they had from older shows that didn't sell was available. I mean, they had 12 of the Jimmy Lou dinner cars yet. Now, I was 6th in line, and you could get only 2 of something, and I just missed out. But
you're talking the camo one.
Yeah,
correct?
The camos. Yeah. You know, the one that got raced down the escalator and then got lost by somebody.
Yeah,
Not either one of us, but yeah,
that one.
for $45.
Wow.
Or no, 55, I think.
Still good price.
Yeah. No, it didn't cost me nothing, Greg. Brian, you're high. Not literally or figuratively, but I mean that's too much money.
Your price is high.
Yeah, your price is high.
And yes, Nick, they definitely need to do that at Nationals. Oh, and
yeah,
Mr. Brian, since you were late, I'm enjoying showing this thing off because I really am proud of this one.
Okay. Any more guesses? I mean, so far, Greg's probably closer than Brian. So they had this. I was able to get this. And one of these. And a whole lot more. I mean, there's some cars in here that are just, this is a one of 3,000, you know. And you know, Brett got some of these too, by the way.
I got a couple, yes.
Yeah,
I got an awesome friend that was able to hook a brother up. So I'm trying to figure out where the original, so my Mercedes came on a card with a blister, but the blister came loose, and I don't know where it came from on the card.
On the bottom.
Was it just like a normal, like down there?
Yeah, it was just like a normal.
Okay.
The blister may have been slightly above.
Either way, I mean, I'll keep this in a protector, and I'm probably going to put these up on display because they're awesome, and I cannot. And the fun thing is upstairs in my living room, it's not as bright as it is down here in the basement. Right. And this Mercedes is a whole nother realm when it's in a super bright room because it's got gold and kind of a grayish green. Oh, it's super cool. Enjoy that. That is pretty.
This was another one. So I have just about every car from the first St. Louis now. I think this was the dinner car, I believe. I paid $25 for those cars. The one that Brent has, the one that I have, and the one that Mr. Nick has. He hasn't shown his yet.
Because he doesn't have it yet. It's
still at your house? Yeah,
it's still upstairs. Maybe I'll have to make a trip over to drop that off. It's very soon.
He'll love it. It's very much in his wheelhouse, I think.
It's very pretty.
And then we got one of these now as well. There were no Skylines, and I think that's what everybody was hoping for, but there were no Skylines. And then I showed a couple other cars that I had gotten from over there as well. There is a car I want to show, but I can't because it is a surprise for somebody.
Very nice, Mr. Greg. That's cool. Gold Wrecker is beautiful. I don't have it loose. I have the two RLC versions, but I don't have the dinner one loose yet. But it's
okay. Here's a mail call. That came in today actually, but yeah, that was pretty much, this thing's sweet. So
yeah, the RLC has definitely been pumping it out as of the last couple of, I don't know, month, I would say. I mean, there was the Elite 64 Porsche that went off today. I remembered seeing it last night that they was going off for sale today, and I remembered at 10:50. So I made sure to get it out there for people that, and it's still available if you don't have it yet, but you know, and there's something new coming Tuesday, which I'm kind of excited for.
Rich, how are you, sir? We will see you in Elmwood as well.
What's up, Rich? Few people came and didn't have the money to send PayPal. My friends grabbed everything I wanted. No, trust me, Jim. I understand that completely. Had a friend get me a car. I'm not home, but I have been told that lives a good friend is paying for it. Very nice.
Yeah, I mean that was.
Yes, Greg, 100%. That
I
wagon,
think
and that wagon's still for sale if you want to go and pick up another one. Well,
you are
actually,
sleeping if you do not have that wagon. I will tell
yeah,
you right now.
yeah, I will 1,000% agree with you. That wagon is. Oh, nope, I've already reached my limit, so I'm not allowed to buy anymore. It's a
Again,
pretty car.
Yeah. Again, as always, go here to hit the like, subscribe, and follow buttons. We really would appreciate
Yes,
that.
please do.
Our shameless plug for the night.
Hey, I mean, we're up to 300 or 136 people.
Yes, we gained
There's
one.
there's 14,000 or 1,400 people on the page. So somebody is. I mean, come on, help! It doesn't cost anything. We really appreciate it. We really, really do.
This was one of my surprise finds, I think, of convention. For those of you who don't know, this was the very first pink party car back before they were pink party cars. So I was really, really, really happy to get that as well. So I think we just need to talk some November because we haven't really talked about November at all. As you know, the insanity that is the schedule.
I was like, we talked about the show. Oh no, I still have. I can buy another wagon if I want to. Do I need 4? Maybe. I don't know. I ordered 4 more. Yeah, very nice, very nice. The van is bringing decent money. Yeah, and I just think it was fun because they started out with, and it's a replica of an original van, which I think I own, because that's the black version. Well, the black Neos, but this is the blue RLC version. Whatever you are doing. What are you? I don't know. Close your window there, brother.
Why?
Yeah, close that window, please.
Hold on. Sorry, I was getting ahead of things.
Because this is the same deco, but this is a blue one.
Yeah.
Continue.
I had to negotiate for that van. It was, I got a little bit off, but not much. It was just under $100. But I was very happy to have it. It is something that I've been wanting for a while. Now, I will tell you my plan, my strategy for shopping this trip pretty much went out the window after day one, not because I went squirrel mode and bought some other stuff, but because what I was looking for wasn't there this year. I think I saw a total of 3 or 4 Ferrari racers or speed machines, and they didn't show up until Thursday or Friday. So by then I was pretty much out of money.
Right. I miss you too, Greg.
Yeah, well, I got to try to convince this Robin girl to come because we got to recreate the magic moment.
Well,
somehow.
I don't know about building a whole racetrack and everything like that, but
no, we don't need indentations in knees or pizza boxes holding this thing together.
No. Just there would be good enough. So
yes. Okay. So like I was saying, the game plan for buying kind of went out the window mainly because it just wasn't there. I did make a contact on the Snap-on. I think if it works out, that might be a possibility coming home, but I just don't know for the price of whether or not it'll ever get opened. So,
yeah.
Okay. Last, well, not the last car for the night, but the last thing from convention. I'll show you the sticker here. I don't know where the newsletter car is at right now, so I can't show it to you.
Here's the sticker. Oh no, you're talking the other one.
So here's the chapter exclusive car for this year. This is a blue Porsche. There were 3 different colors done. There was a lighter blue, a dark blue, and a pink accented one. I'll show you on the back here. Again, we got this for attending the chapter meeting. Again, there's only 75 total cars for the dark blue. And this one's individually numbered. There were no extra sets from what I can understand. So what's out here is what's out here.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this will go for sale on the club page at some point in the future. When we do it, we'll make an announcement, and that way everybody gets a fair shot to bid on it as well. Again, all the funds for these go to the club to help pay for venues, help pay for
Giveaways.
for little giveaways and things like that. I don't know where I put the newsletter car, which the newsletter car was very. Oh, there it is. Let me go grab it.
It's right in front of you. I'm just kidding.
You're not wrong. So, again, Chris Stangler did the newsletter exclusive car. And this year, there was a change in the regular newsletter car for everybody. Now, it was done by some different folks. This, again, will start out with a sticker. It's a very nice sticker. I like it. It was done really well. Here is the car. It is a Lamborghini. And the artwork is different as well. If you don't recognize the artwork, you haven't been paying attention. Who is it?
It would be the Mr. Lee Allen, the one and only, the wizard of complete insanity. The man is a legend. There ain't nothing that man can't do. And he's extremely down to earth. So if you ever get a chance, or if you haven't had a chance to hang out with Mr. Lee, you need to, because he is an amazing guy. And he I don't know if he'd give you the black shirt off his back, but
I didn't get a picture, but
he might have another black shirt too.
I did not get a picture, but he was rocking the a braid in his hair today, all week. So that was kind of cool. Again, I mean, both Chris, Lee, and the folks from Rogue Design and Bones Customs did a great job on all of the newsletter cars. So we must give credit and shout out to all of those folks who took the time and their efforts and energy to put these cars together, again, for the collectors. If you are a newsletter member and you attend and are a current newsletter member, I got to make sure I say that.
Got to be current. You can't become a
that,
member and then expect to get a car. It doesn't
we learned
work.
that the hard way.
Yeah, yes, we did. But I don't know if you have one, but I know I acquired it finally. So,
well, I know where 6 or 7 of them are at.
This is true.
I looked at them all.
True. But I am curious of what Greg is referring to. I know what he's talking about, and why am I to do anything? I'm just the camera guy.
And the sponge for shrapnel.
I don't want to be the sponge. I don't want to be the shrapnel sponge. Stuff hurts.
Well, we'll talk more about that too. We're gonna have
now I'm scared.
We're gonna have Mr. Joe Alvarado on to talk more about that.
Oh, I didn't know we were having Joe on. Awesome.
Yeah, we did. Remember, we talked about that when we were sitting at Walmart at Irvington when we were getting out that weekend right before I left.
Oh yeah, okay, okay.
That's kind of what he needs these, and you need to send a package out to him.
Yeah, I know, and I have another one for Greg that's literally got to get sent out one of these days as well. So
bad friend.
No, good friend. I know where they're at.
I know where they're at too.
I lost a red line in my house, but I know where Greg and Joe's stuff are. And
as far as I know,
he's Antonio's and Dell's. I got a lot of problems.
But we also have to thank the Mafia because they help sponsor this, and Diamond Protectors as well. So there's a lot of people that go into the creation of the cars, the art, the actual painting and detampoing of everything. So shout out to all of the folks again on both cars that were part of it. Now, again, Stangler did the newsletter chapter exclusive, and Rogue, Bones, and NMD with support from Diamond and Mafia did the regular newsletter cars. So shout out to all of those guys as well for doing all of that. Great job by everybody. Let's see. Let's talk November, and let's get that out of the way because I have something I want to rip bad.
Okay, well, get to work because you have that list in front of you and I don't. So
yeah, you're not wrong. Share screen, and we're gonna go here. Boop, and we'll expand.
you can minimize that other one too.
Oops. Where did I had this bigger a little bit ago?
Close the chat window.
Chat window.
The chat window. The messenger chat window.
There we go. Oh, that's what I was looking for. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. So obviously,
Kent, take down the Mid-States Advisory Board message, please. Thank you.
I didn't know that was there.
That's what I kept telling you to take down. You got to look at your screen before you share it, brother.
Well, it'll disappear here in a second. Okay. So as I was saying, this weekend in October, there's 2 shows coming up. One is up in Minnesota. One is not in Lincoln, Nebraska, but it is in Lockport, Illinois. And Lincoln's Toy Show stands for Illinois, not Nebraska. Let's see here. November, let's just say if you can't find a show or multiple shows, I don't know what you're doing. Elmwood is
I'm just reading out loud to myself. Go ahead.
Elmwood, November 2nd. Albion, November 2nd. Albion is a new show. This is, I think, their 2nd or 3rd year. It's a little smaller, but there is some diecast and gears towards some farm toy. Still, if you're in the area and you can't make it to us, go check that show out. November 8th. We'll be in Des Moines, and as Jim said, that is election day. So if you are a member of the All Iowa Club, I highly recommend you go to the show. You vote for whoever you feel like, and as club officers here, we're not endorsing anyone or any other candidates. We are just saying go and vote for who you think will do a good job.
Mm-hmm.
November 15th, the following weekend, there's 2 shows going on there. Obviously, T-Town in Broken Arrow, we will be there doing not only our tables, but we will be doing the live show from there as well. So you can come check that out. Huge show, tremendous show. We always do well.
Chaos.
Yeah.
But it's a good kind of chaos.
I think I can remember the first time I was there, Andrew and Corbin helped me out so much because I was so overwhelmed. I had stacks upon stacks of cars. I still don't know how I kept that all straight to make sure everybody got what they wanted and needed and nobody got shortchanged or anything. But it was crazy. And it's been that way ever since. Wichita, I really don't know too much about Wichita. I know that's, I believe it's down in the VFW down there. It's I think again, it's like 2 or 3 year old show. I don't know much more about it. It's a diecast show. If you can't make it to Broken Arrow and you don't want to make the travel down there, go to this one. Give it some support. There are flyers attached at somewhere on the page. We may have to just make a new post just for flyers.
I think we might have to.
Then the 22nd, you have no excuse not to go to a show. South Sioux
Pretty
City,
much.
Lloyd does a great job with that show. That show has moved from the South Sioux Hotel into the convention center, I think, in Sioux City itself across the river. That's a 300 plus table show, folks. Great show. We will be in Salina at Mark Wendelberg and John's show. That's our first time being there. It's over 100 to 200 table show down in Salina, Kansas. If you are in that area, I highly recommend you go to that one. Then in Minnesota, you got Solar and Sons and Kevin Marsh will be doing the New Prague show. New Prague is interesting. It's a great show. A little bit smaller venue, but lots of great stuff. You get a big concentration from the Minneapolis, St. Paul area. Get treated very, very well. There's lots of great places to eat out there afterwards. I would say if you go, take the time to go. It's worth it.
Definitely.
Then Carl Smith is hosting his show on the 22nd as well in Shawnee. I have not been to one of his. He has a wait list every time. It is almost impossible to get in, it seems like, because everybody that's there never wants to give up their tables. So it's always sold out. I would highly recommend you go do that show if you get the chance. As for the end of the month on Thanksgiving weekend, there's three shows that weekend. Again, in Lincoln's Toy Show up in Illinois. That's right around the Chicago area. It's in a Target now, not in what used to be a Target store. So that's pretty cool for them. You get to see Adam Velez and a whole bunch of other guys from the Chicago area. Then you've got the Barn, which is out in Center, Nebraska. Small little town of less than 100 people, but great show. You've got a handful of diecast folks out there. And this is the type of show you go to when you're looking for something that you're not expecting to find. You can find very reasonable red lines. You can find reasonable great deals on black walls. You might see some NASCAR stuff if you're into that. Again, a big selection of farm toys for those that are into that. They're opening up a second location from what I understand. So if you get a chance to go do that, I would go do that. And it's close to the Nebraska, South Dakota border. So, and it's not too far from Yankton as well. So if you want to go, if you're up in that area, go support that show. The folks up there do a great job. It's in an old refurbished barn. It's really nicely done. Go check it out. And then we close it out with Stacy Craig at his collector's fair down in Lenexa. We've been to that one. We're going to go to there as well. It's in the VFW. It's about maybe 35, 40 tables or more. It's in two areas of the VFW. There's the front half, and then there is a back half, folks. If you go to the back half, go check it out. And that's November.
1 month, and it's like 65 shows.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then
wallet's already crying.
Yeah, and it doesn't stop because December, it's literally the first 2 weeks into December it goes, and then after that, you get your lull until after the first of the year. But I'm telling you, folks, if you can't go to a show, in this area, I don't know what you're doing wrong, other than you have to work or you can't afford it. But again, carpool is a great way to do it. I mean, we do it.
I like that. NASCAR. You guys are working for Charlotte now. That's a great track. A friend of ours drove us out on that track in a minivan.
Yep. That unfortunately had an untimely demise.
Yep. But all occupants were survived.
Yes. Especially Melanie. I mean, if Greg got hurt, who cares?
No, I still care. No, I'm just kidding, everybody. We love you.
Okay. Who wants me to rip something, and what do you want me to rip? Because we've got 1, 2, or 3.
3.
Pick a number. 3? Okay.
I
This
can't
is
comment
3.
because I'm locked out of I got to work on my computer some more. My computer's still fighting me on everything I do. Hey, that's him. I'm very happy to have you around. There we go. Gotta get that past.
Jim saying combi. Okay, so that's.
I don't know what was number 2.
That's combi's number 2.
Which one?
I don't know which one yet I'm gonna rip because I got to look at the numbers.
Oh, I got you.
You know how to go. This is number 1, by the way.
Well, that's not really ripping. That's more
Oh,
delicately opening.
Yeah, we'll skip that.
One of these days, I'm going to sit down with the instruction booklet, and I'm actually going to change those. I'm going to change Optimus and Nemesis into their robot forms, but then I want to put it back to the truck form because I want to be able to display them.
Okay,
That's
so we
pretty.
we can do this guy. We can do this guy. Or we can do this guy or something else.
Well, you did 1, 2, or 3, and now we're up to like 17. So I'm not really sure
still
what.
at 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, okay. I got you. I wasn't sure. It seems like the numbers kept growing infinitely. I actually don't even have anything. I was running a little late today getting home, and I just didn't quite get everything set up in time. So I don't actually have any rippers for today. So maybe next week. Who knows? Might start getting back on this weekly train.
Yeah, I mean, Jim says 2. Jim, you can't vote for. Well, he didn't change his vote technically. Okay, whatever. We're here to rip cars. You know what? Let's rip a car. This is number 4002 of 4200. It is the dinner. Oh, well, it's probably too much JDM for you, Greg. Oops, don't need that. Yeah, I like this opening hood. I'm just going to say I'm glad I got to go with these cars because trying to get these on the secondary market would have been impossible.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad I have amazing friends.
Detailed hood right there, or engine bay. Does close us down nicely. There you go. There is the
and I highly doubt I'll ever have one of those open. So
okay. Well, this is number 3939. Again, we don't need this horrible protector in here. And yes, I do have more than one of these. So as with all of my sets, I keep one carded and keep one loose. And yeah, It rolls. It does roll. It is not a GMC panel. And here we go. Again, these are horrible things.
Rolls nicely.
Yeah, it does roll. Rolls very well. Again, that's the Civic. And for our last car for the night, we thank you so much for hanging out with us. Don't forget that QR code up there will take you to the club page if you are not a member, which I don't think that's really true. I think most of you guys are. Be kind of surprised if you weren't. If you would like to give us a like, subscribe, and a follow, we'd really appreciate that as well. And then the last one for tonight, number 3438 of 4000. It is the Combi in the Batman logos. Brent, you okay?
Yeah. Just watching.
I know. Folks, we're not professionals at this. We're here for your entertainment and just to provide you guys some information and knowledge. We thank you so much for hanging out with us.
And there's a lot of cool stuff coming. So club wise, RLC wise, just regular peg wise, there's a bunch of stuff coming. So
yeah, just keep an eye out there. Be kind as always and have fun and, share your stuff. And that's really all I got for us tonight. Thank you to everybody who's hung out with us all night. We appreciate the support.
Most definitely appreciate it.
Nothing but peace, love, and applesauce and whatever else. And
happy hunting. I always go with happy hunting.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.